is that so different to how you imagine it would be when you, from the outside, you think it looks less stable than?
I imagine, yes, I imagined it might be a bit rickety.
Yeah,
but it isn't.
It's kind of a bit of an illusion because it hasn't got a very big base. No. It doesn't seem to have a very large base.
It looks like it's a bit top heavy.
Yes, it does.
Because the top is actually open, whereas the bottom is closed.
Yeah.
So, are you from Milton Keynes? Yes. Whereabouts?
See that tower over there?
Yeah.
That's the top of my road.
Oh, so is that very good now?
Very good.
What's next? There seems to be something in the air next to it.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes they have both toilets up there and television things, cameras which are on a sort of a crane so that they can get aerial views. But I wasn't aware that there was one there. It looks huge, doesn't it? That's the World Picnic happening over there.
Yeah. Have you been?
I'm on my way.
I'm Betty Shearing.
And I'm Joyce Parker.
And you're both from, where was it you said?
Northampton.
Northampton, but your accents aren't Northampton, are
No,
they? So
mine's Yorkshire.
And I'm Lancashire.
Okay, so quite far from Milton Keynes.
Yes.
Now I've sort of collared you because I want to ask questions about the tower, which you both say you haven't been up yet, and you don't really plan to go up.
No,
I don't think you're not here for long enough. You're only visiting Milton Keynes.
Yes.
So it's quite nice to get people's general opinions of what they think the tower is, just on first impression. And what sort of things you were saying? So you think?
When I first saw it, I thought it was a temporary thing.
But it is a temporary thing.
It is temporary.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And it doesn't fit in with the background.
Do you think it's a good thing? Maybe it's contrast with everything else, or do you think it should maybe fit in better?
I do like contrast, but this I don't feel works.
Is it the material?
It's the solidness of it.
Packing crates, was it?
It reminded me of packing crates, yes.
Is that because of the laminated wood effect?
Yes, and these nails and so on, yes.
Okay, so generally you do like wooden sculptures,
wooden
objects, but not in this sort of context.
I just feel it doesn't work here, no.
Okay.
It is eye-catching though, isn't
yes.
it, you see?
What do you think the purpose of it is?
Well, I assumed it was a viewing tower to get an overall view of Milton Keynes for anyone who...
Because I think Milton Keynes is quite a low, well, it used to be a very two-storey kind of city.
Yes.
There wasn't many high points to view in Milton Keynes.
You do need a focal point in squares, yes. It would have been a bit barren, I think, without.
Because you've never been to Milton Keynes before, have you? Is this your first visit?
No, we have been.
Oh, you have been,
yes,
so you've
but
seen
not often.
So you've seen the square without anything in it?
Yes.
My name's Jack Clegg. I think it's very attractive and very unusual. I heard somebody say the other day, oh, it's rather tacky, and I think what she wanted was it for it to be painted or coated in stainless steel or something. I said, no, I think you've missed the point. The point is, it's a very large structure and it's made of packing case material.
Yeah.
And all the nuts and bolts are part of the point of the thing. There's a kind of irony there.
Yeah, I think it's materiality. I think the actual material it's made of is kind of key to the whole structure. It's not like it's... I know that architecture is about surface, and they're always talking. Architects are always talking about what the rendering will be like and that kind of thing. Yeah, texture. Yeah. But I think the key thing about, well, for me, the tower seems to be its basic material. Really, it's like it's how you can make something in its simplest form. You know.
Yeah. So I think people will talk about it in subsequent years.
Did you hear about it before you came here? Did you see it on the news? Or?
No, I just saw it from the top of the bus. I thought, what is that thing?
So it did actually draw your attention.
Oh, that's right. Yes, just seeing it from the top of the bus. I mean, I knew the theatre district, but I'd never remembered a large wooden structure.
Yeah.
So I drifted over here.
When you first came here, did you bring your camera the first time?
Yes.
And what to take some photos from the top, or actually of the tower, or was it the views, or did you think you might get better views from up there? Or
well, I got a bad leg, you see, so it was a bit of an act of faith for me to actually climb up inside.
Did you actually get upside?
But I did actually make it, and I was quite impressed with the altitude that I got to. I expected just looking over the buildings, but actually it's quite a view.
Because
one can see the big church and its dome.
Yes, there's at the bottom of the city. From the ground, it doesn't seem tall enough to give you the sort of views it gives you. It's a bit of a sort of an illusion almost. When you get to the top, you realise actually you are quite high up.
That's right. Yes, that's really what I was attempting to say.
Right. Okay.
It's high. When you get up there, it's higher than you thought it was from below. Although it's pretty impressive. Yeah, it's very impressive from down here.
Chris Lee.
Chris Lee, yep. Hello, Chris Lee.
Hello.
So you just said to me that you've already been up the tower already.
That's correct.
And so you've already had your 40 tower experience.
Yeah.
Before you went up, what did you think you would see from the top? What was your like pre-idea of what it might be like up there?
Campbell Park, mainly.
You think so? Did you go up hoping to see Campbell Park?
Yes.
You did.
Yeah.
And when you got to the top, did it meet that expectation, or did you just see the top of other buildings?
Yeah, we saw it.
Have you been to the square before?
I have, yes.
And what would you think? What's your impression of it now? It's got the tower in it. How do you think it's changed?
It has changed. Gives it a better homey feel, especially the coffee bar.
Do you think it has like a? What would be the one word you describe the square before the tower was here?
A bit boring. It looks and feels like going up a lighthouse.
A light.
Bradshaw from the coffee shop.
From the coffee shop, and I suppose I'm asking you about the tower because you've been here since pretty much
the beginning.
Yeah, it opened. So, have you been up the tower?
I have, yes. I've been up a couple of times. I think it's definitely brought more people this way.
Yeah.
Whereas before, I believe that there's nothing here apart from when people were going to the theatre.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's steadied out, brought more people around this side.
Okay.
Made it more interesting.
Joe.
Sophie. Jordan.
Okay, so you've now just come down from being up the tower. What was it like at the top?
Fun.
What was the view like?
The city's ugly.
Can you give me your name, please?
Yes.
Ellen. Ella. Hello, Ella. So you've just been up the tower, haven't you? Oh, how old are you, by the way, Ella? You're 8. Yep. You've just been up the tower. Was it your first time?
Yes.
What did you think about it?
Well, when you got to the top, I walked across the grid and I looked down and it was really scary.
Didn't make you feel sick? No? Didn't make you feel sick at all?
My mum didn't want to go across because she was scared.
Do you know what? I'm not quite sure about going across that either. You mean the grill at the top where you can see through through your feet, through the holes? Yeah, it's quite scary, that is. What did you think about the views? Could you see over the banisters, or did you have to have a little bit of a help up? So you could see over it?
Yeah.
Could you see Campbell Park?
Yeah.
Could you see further than Campbell Park? Yeah? What does Milton Keynes look like from the top? A bit weird. Do you think it looks hilly or flat?
Flat.
It looks quite flat, doesn't it? What did you think about the steps?
They went round in the banister. I usually go down the straight one and say it was really weak. You had to curl your arm.
So because you had to hold the curved banister, it felt quite weird, doesn't it? It's not like a staircase at home, is it?
No.
If you had to rate the tower out of 1 to 10, for 10 being fun and 1 being boring, what would you give it?
100.
100 out of 10, okay.